So the time has come for my first Indian crossing. The boat is ready, 1,500 nautical miles all the way from Malaysia, Nakaiy to Maldives. So I'll take you guys with us through all the good and the bad. Let's go. Yeah, it's hydraulic fluid, we have total steering lost. All the local pirates approaching us, right here in the back.
Basically the tank have to come out, you have to clean it before you can go, or you have to use a day tank.
So we just ran into a fishing buoy, so the rope is stuck somewhere underneath the boat around the rudder or the propeller.
We decided to buy a sailboat. It will be fun, they said. Quite the opposite. Let me fill you on with a quick recap. Our journey began with the purchase of our stunning Benetou Oceanis 40cc clipper just 5 months ago, as we eagerly prepared for our Indian Ocean crossing from Malaysia to home in Maldives. If you want the full detail of our highs and lows, buying the boat, fixing her up and getting her ready for the big journey, check out our earlier videos.
So for the past week here in Nakaiy we've been working on the boat. We ran through some electrical and mechanical problems. Everything is sorted out now, luckily. Savannah just left a few days ago. Unfortunately she won't do the crossing with us. She needs to start to get back to work in Maldives. So I've got 2 additional crew with me. We are a total of 3 on board, 2 Maldivian guys. So our plan for today would be go to immigration, customs, sort that out, do the last bit of our provisioning, and yeah, then we're heading off. So the crew is having breakfast now. I'm gonna join them and yeah, let me show you who they are.
This is Mo, also known as Muhammad Ali, the boxer, bodyguard for our upcoming close call pirate attack, and a good cook but average fisherman. Hussein is well known in the sailing community, lots of experience. He mostly likes napping and loves to hug the boat. He has better luck catching fish.
So the time has finally come and we are ready to leave. Crew's ready, boat's ready. We did a lot of planning last night, look at all the weather patterns, and there's a little bit of a low pressure down south but quite far away from us. So we've cleaned up the boat, gave her a good wash, and I'll give you guys a quick tour of what's going on. The inside of the boat's a bit of an organized mess. We are still busy with the provisioning, still packing out everything and trying to fit everything in all these small spaces. But yeah, it's gonna be an amazing trip. We are so excited, and we'll update you guys of what's going on. So we had a really bad night last night. Mo was sleeping. He's the only one that probably had fun last night. And me and Hussein, I was sleeping in the back. Hussein was on night watch, and all of a sudden we lost all steering, like total loss of steering of the boat due to hydraulic leak. So we saw the leak in the engine room, and we were about 36 nautical miles out. So we motored back. It took us another 6 hours, 6.5 hours to motor back, and just about 5 miles before we came in, the engine failed. So now we have barely steering, and we also don't have an engine, so we are sailing in. We'll probably go to a mooring buoy and we'll try and make a plan from there. What do you think, Hussein? It was a rough night, eh?
It was a rough night, but it was good. We found a solution.
Yeah.
So we are heading in. With autopilot, we just fill some oil on it because it was leaking a lot. So it's working now.
Okay, so this has been 2 days after we lost complete steering and we had the engine failure. We've been back in Talaga Marina fixing everything up. We've been busy until I think it was 12:30 last night with the engineer and another guy helping us trying to figure out the problem. Seems like there was some fuel, all dirty fuel, clogged up from the fuel tank just before the primary fuel filter. So that sorted out. We removed the whole fuel tank and we cleaned all the dirty fuel. The boat was standing for 3 years with a full tank just before we bought it. So yeah, that fuel was gross. It was so dirty, huge chunks of fuel fungus that came out. And the hydraulic steering, why it failed, there was a pipe that burst, so everything was bleeding into the engine room. And yeah, finally we got that fixed as well. The nice thing about Nakaiy is it's a big boating family and community here. Everyone helps us and it's easy to get some spare parts if you really need it. So everything is fixed. We are heading out to go fuel up. We are just adding the last bit of water we have into our tanks, giving the boat a good scrub, cleaning all the old dust and the hard work and sweat and blood off. And then finally we are heading to Maldives.
So we are sailing finally. We are on the boat. We are making around 6 knots. We've left Nakaiy around 3 p.m. local time. We've been sailing for now a couple of hours and looks like we are approaching or passing Thailand. We will get Thailand signal in a while. We've set up our fishing rod right there and the lure is already in, so hopefully around sunset we might be lucky enough to catch something good enough for a meal.
Hopefully we'll catch some dinner for tonight. That'll be great.
Yeah, and looking forward to George's African meal for tonight, huh?
Yeah, I'll be making us some South African food for tonight. Show these Maldivian guys what the South African food is.
Yeah, it's not a competition, huh? George, so what's on the menu?
So we have some beautiful steaks. Come look at these babies. Look at these nice thick pieces of steak, eh? Beautiful. And a nice marinade. If you ever come visit Langkawi, Malaysia, get yourself a sauce. It's called the ABC sauce. It's like a spicy, sweet, sour. It's just amazing. It's a good sauce. Then I'm making a nice garlic sauce for us for the potatoes. That's busy cooking over there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's easy to make food. We're cruising at what, around 6 knots, and it's really comfortable. Feels like cooking in a house. So we have some good conditions tonight. We can make some nice food. Good morning, it's day 2 on our Indian Ocean crossing. So last night went really well, the wind calmed down, so we decided to motor and we did 3-hour shifts on the deck, and then the other 2 guys were sleeping. So I woke up 5 o'clock this morning, started my shift, and we've set out the sails. We are doing a nice goose wing. It's perfect for the wind that's straight behind us. We're doing around 6.5 knots, and we've traveled 170 nautical miles out of 1,570 so far. So yeah, it's still a lot to go, but it's a beautiful day today, and luckily there was no problems. The hydraulic steering and the engine, everything just worked out perfect for us. So we just ran into a fishing buoy, so the rope is stuck somewhere underneath the boat around the rudder or the propeller. We were just under sail the whole time, luckily, so we'll have to bring the sails in, jump in and go see what's going on. So besides the fishing ropes we caught from the buoys, our day was pretty much uneventful. We tried to catch some fish, which was unsuccessful, but we are 180 nautical miles into our trip. We've been busy for 28 hours now. So we're motoring at the moment. There's not much wind, and we're approaching the Strait of Malacca. We'll probably be there tomorrow morning, just when the sun rises. There's a few rough patches over there, so we'll just have to get through that, and then after that it's straight open ocean all the way to Maldives, and the next landfall we'll see is probably just to the south, passing of Sri Lanka. So yeah, Hussein is making us some dinner tonight. It looks really good. Let me show you. Oh, this looks good. We're making some sandwiches for tonight because we have a lot of bread left and it's gonna expire soon. So Hussein's busy in the galley. It's a bit rocky tonight on motor, but looks like he's doing good, eh? Good morning guys, it's day 3 of our Indian Ocean crossing from Nakaiy to Maldives, and we just reached 400 nautical miles. We've been traveling for 64 hours now. We're motoring at the moment, doing around 5 knots. There's not too much wind right now, so it's early in the morning. I was on night watch from 3 o'clock to 7, and afterwards I went to bed, and then these guys just started screaming and woke me up, so this is what happened.
So we just lost one line, and we are now reeling in the next line and getting our lure ready for the next big catch.
Yeah, must have been a big fish we just lost now, because it just ripped the line off from that piece over there. So we were thinking we'll use plastic to make a squid lure. Hopefully that will work. Mo, what are we having for lunch?
So we got fresh mahe from the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, just look at this, eh?
You couldn't eat any more fresh fish than this. And
Looks
straight
very good.
from the ocean into the kitchen.
Nice.
So in this pot I'm boiling some water
Yeah.
to make kaldia, local Maldivian fish soup.
That's gonna be tasty.
That's
I
going
can
to be super with some rice. And then we are going to fry some of the mahe in butter. This is the best meal you could ever
Oh
have.
yeah.
Alright, so
Sounds good, man. I can't wait.
we almost did 563 nautical miles, and we have like 1008 miles to go, and we are almost setting up. We almost did the setting of our goose wing setup that we are going downwind. We have nearly like 20 knots of wind and expecting to be in Maldives in 7 days.
So we've been logging everything on the trip so far. This is all the dates, the times, the longitude, latitude. Then we have our heading. We've got the wind and knots if we're sailing or motoring. So, and also a few comments. So this will definitely help a lot if there's some problems and we need to find our position, just to keep all this records as a backup. So electricity usage on board is really good. We have not dropped our batteries below 98% for the whole trip so far. We've got 400 amp hour lithium ion batteries and 3000 watt Victron inverter and charger, 920 watt solar panels. So at the moment we are pulling 100 to around 90 to 100 watt just from the autopilot, and we have a few DC fans on, and 81 watts that's just been pulling our fridge, and we have AC fan as well over there. So yeah, it looks pretty good. This is a very nice system. I'll give some more detailed information about the electrical system later on. So it's around 8:30 now, and I was prepping dinner. The wind is blowing over 20 knots and we're going downwind 8.59 knots, so we're doing really good. And I must say it takes quite skill to cook in these weather conditions. I think I'm proud of myself because this is the first night I didn't make a big mess. So yeah, Mo just got out of the shower now. How was the shower?
Hey, perfect!
Were you shaking around there in the front?
Yes!
Nice.
So, feels fresh,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward to this wonderful meal.
Yeah, we
Thank
made
you,
some stir fry with all the vegetables that was left. It's probably our last fresh meal for the trip, and then we'll start digging into the canned foods. So for the last 3 days there wasn't a lot of action. We were just taking naps during the day, listening to music. We had some good wind during the last 3 days, so we didn't motor a lot. So we are now about 1,124 miles into our journey. We have about 450 miles left before we reach Maldives. And right behind me it's a bit cloudy, so we can't see Sri Lanka, but we around 120 miles just to the south of Sri Lanka. So going on a goose wing now, averaging around 6 knots, doing good. So we planned to fix the water maker when we were in Nakaiy, but it didn't cut the budget. So about 2 days ago we noticed we ran out of our 400 liter water tank. So now we're using bottled water. We just went through all the open spaces, the storage spaces, to see how much water we have left, and we have about 100 liters left for the 3 of us, and we'll probably reach Maldives in the next 3.5 days. So yeah, it's looking good. So there's a Sri Lankan fishing vessel, what they call the local pirates, approaching us. Right here in the back. Pirates are coming! So we'll wait for them to come closer by. Their boat is a lot faster than our sailboat. And yeah, let's see what they want. Most of the time they probably just want to sell some fish to us. So if we tell them we don't have cigarettes, don't have alcohol, so they can't trade us for fish, they'll probably just leave and go. So we just changed our course to a faster point of sail and we outrun these pirate vessels. So last night around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, there was a few of us on watch and one of the fishing vessels came really close by, but they just came close by and then they left again.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling.
We hooked on one big fish. This has been probably the biggest one we've got, so let's see what it is. Hopefully we won't lose it.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I
We are tying it up. We have to use this. That's why we are just trying to get your phone.
Looks like tuna. Yeah, it's a tuna, guys. Hey! We are 20 nautical miles inbound to Maldives and we just saw 2 seagulls that came to welcome us. You guys ready to be back home?
Yeah, you're so ready. Phone ready.
Yes. Yeah, it should probably take us another 3.5–4 hours before we reach there, and then we have to wait outside for customs and immigration.
So the total travel time would be 1,595 nautical miles in 11 days and 1 hour.
Yeah, 11 days and 1 hour. Good job, guys.